other governments can do that. They can simply ban entire platforms if they don't like what is being said there.
Yeah.
This is big news this morning. Rumble and Trump Media and Technology Group, TMTG, they jointly sued the Brazilian Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes. De Moraes is what we've called him. We're not on a first name basis.
We aren't.
In a Florida federal court. Now, quick note here. This lawsuit came mere hours after Moraes received the indictment of the former president, Bolsonaro, meaning prosecutors brought an indictment against the former president, friend of Trump, more conservative, pro-liberty, right? This judge now holds in his hands indicting the former president as he runs interference for a Marxist, arguably dictator right now in Brazil. That's the temperature. Let me give you the why on this specific case and what it means for everyone here. And please, by the way, go out and support your Brazilian brothers and sisters, because there are a lot of them who I guarantee you would love to be stateside here in America because they see the writing on the wall and they're in a fight for the very fiber of their country. Moraes issued an order that would ban basically some U.S.-based creators, Brazilians in America, from creating content. This arguably, right now, I don't know that it's been named, but is specifically designed to try and silence Alan DeSantos, who will be on the show in a little bit. So basically, you have a rogue judge in Brazil saying, hey, we want the American government, or it's so complicated, but here's what they want. They want to get rid of Brazilians who are in the United States, not even in Brazil anymore, from creating content. They want to ban Brazilians from seeing the content of Brazilians who are here in America. And they need the personal information of said creators to do that. Think of how scary that is. They're basically trying to extradite these people digitally for the crime of speech. Does that make it clear?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I'm very ignorant on this subject. Does it matter whether these Brazilians in the United States are citizens now, naturalized? It's got nothing to do with that.
Well, they might try and make the case, but it shouldn't, because they're basically asking the United States, they're basically trying to violate our law.
Right.
Here.
Silence, yeah.
Yeah. In other words, if you're a citizen or not here, the United States doesn't just ban you for speech, and certainly doesn't hand your information over to a tyrannical government. And if you know what this government wants to do to these, by the way, journalists, it's terrifying. So Rumble and President Trump want to have the court declare this order from Moraes unenforceable in the United States. So think about this for a second. What this decision means, it will set the precedent for companies like Google and YouTube, or Meta, Facebook, X, right? It's like, will you side with the United States, our constitutionally protected rights, or not even a foreign government, a foreign rogue judge? You want to talk about foreign interference? Telling America how we moderate speech. Does it get any more clear than that? That's what this lawsuit is about. For people who don't remember, Brazil banned Rumble flat out, 2023. They banned it. I know you think they can do that because if you're American. Yes, other governments can do that. They can simply ban entire platforms if they don't like what is being said there.
Yeah.
What happened last week is Rumble was then restored after Brazil rescinded the censorship order. And an important contrast, too, here, by the way, and this is not me patting myself on the back, but Chris and the people at Rumble, there's a reason that we signed a contract with Rumble. There's a reason that we teamed up with Rumble. X, Elon Musk, doing a lot of great work. Yeah. Certainly Doge, huge fan of it. But X did back down. They did kneel before Brazil and demands, and they did censor content creators.
After saying they wouldn't.
They said they wouldn't.
Fighting for a little bit, then they did. Rumble never did.
Yeah.
In the entire process.
And X did it quietly.
Yes.
They went out and said, we will. If this is a free speech platform, all right, let's ban them. Let's get rid of them. Rumble's the only one that has been in the thick of it this entire time. And in case you guys don't understand just how evil, I would argue, this judge has been, let's go through his history of censorship, right? Moraes. He ordered a retraction of a magazine article that was exposing corruption in the Brazilian Supreme Court. He tried to ban Telegram completely in Brazil, the app, encrypted app where people communicate. And I would imagine that's probably where they criticize the government and Supreme Court of Brazil. Mm-hmm. And of course, he tried to force Rumble to remove accounts completely. And when they didn't remove accounts, they banned Rumble outright. This is a man who, by the way, in Brazil, they have more power than here in the United States, these Supreme Court justices, who wants to have complete control over what the public see and here, and now he's extending it to trying to tell us in the United States what kind of laws we will enforce or create. It would basically require new laws to do this and to sell out these American-loving Brazilians who are pointing out corruption in the government. What do TikTok nurses, COVID lockdowns, and lesbian school teachers have in common? None of them will be included in this next video if you click it. It's the internet. It's a cruel, dark place. I can't promise you the world, but today I can offer you that. And isn't that a step in the right direction?